Nostalgia/infatuation prof. #jagtap nostalgia is a feeling of longing or yearning for a time in the past, or for something that is irretrievable. It can also be described as a bittersweet feeling of pleasure and sadness that comes from remembering something from the past, while infatuation means a strong feeling of love or attraction for someone or something that is foolish and usually short-lived. Nostalgia can have negative effects when it is excessive, random, or unconscious. Nostalgic depression. Nostalgia can lead to negative emotions like sadness, loneliness, and worry. This can be especially true when comparing the past to the present, or when thinking of loved ones who are no longer around. Anticipatory nostalgia, longing for something before it's gone, can lead to sadness, worry, and anxiety. Isolation. Nostalgia can make people feel lonely and isolated, can have negative effects when it's excessive, random, or unconscious. Nostalgia can make people feel lonely and isolated. Infatuation can have negative effects, including love sickness, an intense longing for reciprocation, and dependence on the person's actions. Fear of rejection. Intense fear of rejection. Inability to have feelings for more than one person and inability to have feelings for more than one person at a time. Confusion. Nostalgia or infatuation may create stress, anxiety, or depression, can cause forgetfulness, difficulty in concentrating, and other symptoms that disrupt daily activities and affect decision-making. Overcoming problems. On the battlefield of Mahabharata, Arjuna said, "O Achyuta, please take my chariot between the two armies so that I can see who wants to fight and to whom pro." #jagtap https://docs google.com/document/d/18yk aft 9fa yz5 uc if z suj doqdh 27 ekas pfk8hm eb y/edit usp equals sharing. I want to fight within this great war. When Arjuna said this, Lord Krishna drove the great chariot between the two armies. There Arjuna saw his father-in-law, grandfather, guru, maternal uncle, sons, grandsons, friends, as well as his well-wishers among the armies of both parties. When Kunti's son Arjuna saw all his various friends and relatives, he was deeply moved with compassion and said, "Beloved Krishna, I feel my limbs quiver and my mouth dry to see my friends and relatives present in the eagerness of such a war. I cannot even stand here any longer. I have forgotten myself and my mind is confused. Kesava who killed Keshi Daitya, I only get bad symptoms. I don't see how my own relatives are going to be killed in these wars, so dear Krishna, I cannot desire victory, kingdom, or happiness as a result of this war. Oh, Govinda. If those for whom we should desire kingdoms, happiness, and even life are now ready for wars on this battlefield, then what is the use of those kingdoms, happiness, and life to us? Hey, Madhusudana, even if I live when guru, grandfather, brothers, son, grandmother, maternal uncle, father-in-law, grandson, brother-in-law, and all relatives are ready to give up their life and property and stand before me, why should I want to kill them? Janardana, the savior of life. I am not ready to fight with them even for the kingdom of Trailokya, universe. So what about this earth? If we kill these immediate aggressors, we will incur a sin. Therefore, it is not right for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends, Krishna. What will it do us to kill our own relatives, and how can we be happy? Oh, Janardana. Although these people do not see any sin in killing their family members and quarreling with their friends because they are filled with greed, why should we do such acts when we know that it is a sin? When a clan is destroyed, with it the traditions that have been passed down forever are destroyed, and with such an iniquity the entire clan is encumbered with iniquity. When iniquity prevails in the clan, O Krishna, the women of the clan deteriorate, and from such degradation of women, O Vasudevya, unwanted progeny, subjects are produced. When the population of unwanted people increases, it creates a hellish situation both for the clan and for those who destroy the clan tradition. Even if they kill me, unarmed and unresisting, I will consider it better than fighting the sons of Dhritarashtra. Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrows, and sat down in his chariot in great sorrow. What kind of person ends up in spiritual and physical confusion? So he ends up as a man who does not understand the problems of life. In Gagoryopanishad, a confused man is that he yainos, he varinos, he ated enos, he tungainos, he loka enos, he terinos, he suktapanahenos, yowa ated ranga yavadat vesmaloka tai sakrapana. Pro. Subhash jagtep https://docs. Google. com/document/d/18yk aft 9fa yz5 if z suj doqdh 27 ekas pfk8hm eb y/edit usp equals sharing. He who leaves this world like a cat or dog, without solving the problems of human life, and without understanding the science of soul experience, is a miserable man. Human life is a very valuable thing for the person who can use human life to solve the problems of life. Therefore, a man who does not utilize this opportunity properly is a man who has enough intelligence to use this body to solve all the problems of life. People who are too attached to their family, society, country, etc., and waste their time in vain because of their materialistic thoughts about life are miserable people. The attachment that man always has for family life, i.e. wife, children, and other family members, is based on skin disorder, i.e. external disorder. A merciful man thinks that he can save his family from death, or he also thinks that his family, his society, can save him from the jaws of death. Such familial attachment can also be found in the lower animals, for even animals care for their children. Arjuna, being intelligent, could understand that his attachment to his family and his desire to save them from death had contributed to his confusion. Although he knew that warlike duties were expected of him, he could not perform his duties due to his miserable weakness. So our supreme spiritual master, who is Lord Krishna, wanted us to get a definite answer. He himself is ready to become a disciple of Shri Krishna. He wants to stop the friendship talks. Conversations between guru and disciple are serious, and now he wanted to speak very seriously in front of his revered spiritual master. Arjuna's this apparent problem, as explained in the Bhagavad Gita, is created by himself out of nostalgia, and out of infatuation, where nostalgia means creating a shield against unhappy situation, and infatuation means that strong love towards something or somebody, attachment to family, nation, relatives, friends, etc. Like Arjuna, we also come across some problems. Difficult questions, most of which are created by ourselves, which are the outcome of our foolishness. On the battlefield during the Mahabharata war, we are going to begin the Great War. The great archer Arjuna left his weapons and refused to fight. Like him, whenever problems arise in our life, we, instead of understanding ourselves, our strength, our wisdom, we accept our defeat, and the problem remains without answer, or even becomes worse. To solve any problem, first of all, we have to make our mind calm, to try to do fixation of our thoughts, to analyze the problem, and to find the solution with all our strength, all our intellect. And be sure you can get answers to your problems. Nostalgia and Infatuation Pro. Subhash jagtep https://docs. Google. com/document/d/18yk aft 9fa yz5 if z suj doqdh 27 ekas pfk8hm eb y/edit usp equals sharing. Pro. Subhash jagtep https://docs. Google. com/document/d/18yk aft 9fa yz5 uc if z suj doqdh 27 ekas pfk8hm eb y/edit usp equals sharing. Pro. Subhash jagtep https://docs. Google. com/document/d/18yk aft 9fa yz5 uc if z suj doqdh 27 ekas pfk8hm eb y/edit usp equals sharing. Pro. Subhash jagtep https://docs. Google. com/document/d/18yk aft 9fa yz5 uc if z suj doqdh 27 ekas pfk8hm eb y/edit usp equals sharing.